Hi there, Sandra here from createinspain. I apologise for the light, but I'm using my laser today and I have to have my blinds up. So I can't do anything about that. So I've got a design here that I want to cut out on my laser. Now, the laser doesn't generally cut exactly where I want to have it cut. If I line up my center laser point with the corner of this, it's going to cut slightly off. So I created my file and I exported it as an SVG. I only exported the cut lines, I didn't export the image, I just printed it off on my standard printer. Now what I'm going to do is be turning it around like that so that it will match the file that I've imported into XTool Studio. The box that I have got printed around here is in place of registration marks. For those who do cutting on a blade plotter, such as the Caesar Juliet or a cricket or a silhouette or anything like that, will know about registration marks. But in this particular case, I require these marks to be very fine and not thick registration marks. That's just the way it works best. So I've made sure that this file is of a known size, that's 28 by 20. And so when I import the SVG into XTool Studio, that is the size that I will make it. Now the other part of doing something like a print and cut is making sure that your print and cut is not skewed slightly. Now I've got my honeycomb in my S1 wedged in nice and tight, so it should be straight. But what I do when I put it inside the machine, I put a ruler up to the edge of the honeycomb, and then, not this particular one because it's not got the right edge to it, and then I put the paper up to that, and I know then that my paper is truly horizontal. If you don't want to do that, then what you need to do is to switch your laser on and then just make sure that it travels straight along that line. But that is one way of doing it, and I find that perfectly easy. In XTool Studio, I've got my design, just the cut lines. I don't need to import the images. So I have my box around everything, which is the 28 by 20. If I select this, you can see the size. Now if it comes up slightly different, then alter the measurements in the box here before you start doing anything else. Just make sure it is all grouped, and that way everything will alter as it should do. So the outside line here I have set so that it isn't going to do anything. It is set to be ignored because I don't want to cut that out. I simply want to cut these lines out. Now you might have spotted on the print that there were no lines printed on it, and no, there are not, because I didn't want lines printed around my objects, and they have a 2mm offset, so they don't cut directly around the object, they cut on 2mm offset for it. Now in order to get this to cut exactly where I want it, I am going to be using this, and I'm going to be using the rectangle for obvious reasons. Now the difference is, I have discovered with my particular laser, and it may be different on yours, if I put my laser over the exact corners of my markings, it won't cut it in the right place. It will be slightly off. I will put a picture in the video to tell you how I set mine up so that it cuts where it should cut. And in my particular case, the bottom right corner of my cross is inside that area just, and the cross on the other side, when I do this one, is on the outside of it. That way I get my box to be the exact same size that it should be, and it cuts exactly where it should be. That is as exact as I can get it, so click on done. And now, as long as I have that lot grouped, and I'm just going to check, yes it is grouped, I can move this and snap it to my marked area, and as you can see it's fitting over that marked area really nicely, so I can set it to cut. Now I'm choosing to do this cut with a paper cut first rather than anything else, because I've got some new card. I don't know how much power I'm going to need for this new card. And no, I haven't bothered to do a test grid for it. I'll adjust it, don't worry, but I just wanted to get this project done first. So send that to process. Now the only thing with doing card and paper on the laser is sometimes you'll find that it flies around a bit. So you do probably want to turn your air assist down a little bit. I think I've got mine on 2 rather than on 4, which I would normally have it for cutting. I found on the settings that I used, all the little tiny interior holes, all those cut out. The outside almost cut out, but not quite. So I simply selected all the outside shapes and set those to cut again, and they've now cut perfectly. So with paper cuts, if I'm doing the same design like I've done here, I will pick them up all in one go, and I'll just use a long bristle brush to get rid of any dust that might be on the edges. Now the settings that I used were pretty light, so I don't have an awful lot of dust coming off of them, and I'm very pleased with the result. They do not look like they were laser cut, other than the cleanness of the cut and the accuracy. Don't have any smudging on the edges, nothing like that. They are perfectly fine. So that's how I can do it. Now, I've not tested out exactly how I have to position my laser cross when it comes to the random shapes or the circular shape for the positioning, but for the rectangular one, that definitely does it. Thanks for watching. Take care.